There's this one tiny daily habit. It feels so small, so harmless, that almost everyone just brushes it off. But here's the thing. That one little choice, it literally sets the entire course for your life over the next 5 years.
So let me ask you something. Fast forward 5 years. Are you going to look back and be genuinely proud, thinking, wow, I actually did it. I changed my life. Or are you going to be stuck in the exact same spot? Same stress, same old habits, just a new calendar on the wall. That future, it isn't decided by luck. It's a choice you're making right now.
And here's the part that might sting a little. That future, it's pretty much decided before you've even finished your first scroll of the day. Yeah, in that quiet, unguarded moment in the morning, before the chaos of the day hits you, that little window of time, it either belongs to you or it belongs to everyone and everything else. And it all kicks off with something that seems totally harmless, that snooze button. I mean, every time you hit snooze, it feels like nothing, right? 9 minutes, big deal. But listen, that button isn't selling you sleep. It's selling you delay. And delay, well, that's a debt. A debt you're going to pay back later with interest, in the form of stress, regret, and that awful sinking feeling that the world is moving on without you. So you think you're getting 9 more minutes of cozy comfort. But what you're really buying is a training session for your brain. From the very first second you're awake, you're teaching it a lesson. Choose comfort over commitment, every single time. And trust me, that lesson doesn't just stay under the covers. Once your brain gets the message that comfort is king, it starts applying that rule to everything. Your job, your health, your biggest goals. So it's not about losing 9 minutes. It's about programming yourself to give up before the race has even started. Okay, so that's the problem. But what if you flipped the script? Let's talk about the solution. And the cool thing is, it's already wired into your own biology. Get this, scientists have found that for about the first 90 minutes after you wake up, your brain can be up to 40% more focused. That's not some motivational poster quote. It's a hard-wired biological fact. You wake up with a superpower. It all comes down to something called neuroplasticity. And the easiest way to think about it is this. In the morning, your brain is like wet cement. Whatever you do first is going to leave an impression that sets for the rest of the day. You scroll through social media, you're setting a pattern of distraction. You focus on something important, you're setting a pattern of purpose. Your brain is literally reshaping itself based on that very first move. And that's why this morning window is so incredibly powerful. Your brain is flooded with focus chemicals. Your stress hormones haven't kicked in yet, and your ability to learn new things and build habits is off the charts. It's a golden hour, a resource you get once a day, and when it's gone, it's gone. But here's the crazy part. Most people just throw this superpower away. They don't even know they have it. They hand over their best, most focused energy to other people's emergencies in their inbox or to the endless scroll. And then they wonder why at 3 p.m. working on their own goals feels like pushing a boulder uphill. So the big question is, how do you actually use this advantage? Well, the good news is it's not about some crazy, complicated morning routine. It's way simpler. It's about protection. And listen, this has nothing to do with that hustle culture grind. It's about one thing, ownership. The whole game is just protecting your focus from all the noise out there and protecting your good intentions from the siren song of distraction. So who really owns your attention when it counts the most? Okay, and if you're thinking, where do I even start? Here's a super simple framework that just works. Step 1, drink a glass of water. Seriously, your brain is mostly water, and this alone can boost your focus by up to 30%. Step 2, move. Just a little. A few push-ups, some stretching, anything to get blood flowing. Step 3, pick just one, clear target for the day, your most important task. And finally, step 4, spend that protected hour working on that one thing. No phone, no email, no outside voices, just you and your goal. All right, now let's zoom out for a second. Because what happens when you do this day after day? This is where the magic happens. This is where that tiny little habit explodes into something massive. It always starts small, right? Just 1 hour a day. It doesn't look like much. It's not sexy. You're not going to post about it and get 1,000 likes. To be honest, it feels almost insignificant. But that 1 hour, it starts to compound. 1 hour a day becomes 365 hours in a year. Do the math. That's more than 9 full-time 40-hour work weeks of pure, uninterrupted, focused effort on whatever you want. Now imagine stacking that advantage year after year. The gap between you and everyone else, it becomes an uncrossable canyon. You're not just outworking them, you're outthinking them, outplanning them, all while they're still fighting with their alarm clock. You're building an unfair advantage in the quiet of the morning. But honestly, something even more powerful is happening on the inside. Every single morning you follow through, you're giving yourself evidence. You're proving to yourself that you are the kind of person who keeps their promises, that you are in charge, not your desire for comfort. And that proof, it builds a kind of deep, real self-trust that you just can't get from a motivational quote. Because here's the bottom line. Every morning is a vote. There's no middle ground here. You're either casting a vote for growth, for the future version of yourself you want to be, or you're casting a vote for drift, just letting the currents pull you along to the same old place. And you know what? After enough of those daily votes, the election is called. It's over. You've decided. Your identity isn't some abstract thing you think about. It's the sum of what you do, day in and day out. Your actions quite literally define who you are. So it really all comes down to this one question. Who owns your mornings? Is it you or is it your phone? Your inbox? Is it everyone else's priorities? Look, the next 5 years are coming whether you're ready or not. They don't wait, they don't negotiate, and when that day comes, you're either going to have a stack of evidence showing your progress or a pile of regret. You don't need some perfect, elaborate plan. You don't have to wait for Monday or the first of the month. The right time doesn't exist. There is only now. That choice, that single